So we're ready for baseball, except I left the show notes on the printer over there. So,
I've got them in front of me.
But I don't know what we're doing. So if you'll just bear with me a second, I can see him right over there.
Sprint, I'll time you.
I'll
Ready?
be right back. That's
Go.
what I do. That's what I do with like third graders, right? Like I'm timing you. All right, be right back. Hang on.
Ooh. Hello, Dave. Welcome. Oh man, it's like the Flash here. That was fast.
I was always known for my lightning speed.
That's quick. Yeah. The quickness.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
A panther there.
I was described in the Central Oregon soccer circles as shifty and elusive. Yes.
Elusive.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, welcome to the Eternal Baseball Podcast. We appreciate you joining us here for episode 138, which is hard to believe.
Getting up there.
Yeah, and if you think you're first, get in line behind leadoff hitter Dave McDonald. Good to see you, Dave. As always, Eternal Baseball is the best baseball ever. We bring you the best players in history, all simultaneously at their statistical peak, competing for an Eternal Championship. This was week 5 of our 6th season. If you like what you see, you can find out more. Follow us on Facebook. You can find us on Twitter or X if you prefer. On Instagram or, of course, at eternalbaseball.com. Other than it being the best baseball ever, it's also the cheapest baseball ever because it doesn't cost you a dime. So we appreciate everybody investing their time in Eternal Baseball.
So to get you 1,000 episodes,
yeah,
what's that? That's going to be what, 8 more seasons?
I mean, 27 weeks in our season.
Or no, I'm sorry, way more than that. Yeah. 27? Okay.
And we take some time off. There's probably some Christmas time off coming up, and once in a while we're on assignment.
No, 8 was my multiplier, so we're looking at like long time, 35 years or something.
It'll be a while, yeah. For our 1,000th,
somebody check my math, but
for our 1,000th episode, every viewer gets $1,000. That's what we're gonna do. So,
it is a sure thing.
Yeah,
here we go. There you go.
That's a good idea right there. So, but like we said, it's the best hour of baseball you'll see all week. Certainly this week. And a nice break from the hustle and bustle of not just the holiday season, but the baseball off season. I'm sure Mets fans could use something to take their mind off their suddenly deteriorating team. And we're here for you. We'll take through the week that was in Eternal Baseball. And then it's a good American League matchup tonight. We've got the Oakland A's, leaders in the AL West, taking on the Kansas City Royals, leaders of the AL North. So good squad there. And I can see in the background, Ricky Henderson's my favorite player of all time. And nothing warms Grinch Rotundi's frozen heart like stealing bases. But unfortunately, we're going to be the Royals tonight. So there's still some runners on that squad. Maybe we'll get loose with Johnny Damon. Or, man, I'd love to send Hal McRae just to see what happens.
Woo, for sure. I mean, is Adalberto, excuse me, Mondesi, is he is he active?
Yeah, he is not. But he probably should be just as a pinch runner, right?
That 3/4 of a season didn't hold up for our...
People kept picking him up in fantasy baseball just to do one thing, right?
I was like, maybe, just maybe.
I think everybody had it, right?
Just you were waiting for that one Carl Crawford season, right?
Yeah, and I'm still waiting for that from Byron Buxton. Every year I don't keep him, no one drafts him, and then I take him in like the 15th round. Like, how are you not going to take Byron Buxton? Yeah. We have an abusive relationship. But anyway, we'll bring you that game. We get in and out in an hour. Man, no problem at all, right? So we'll have you on your way, relatively painless, as we get our game of the week going. But as we start off, pretty much every week, there's some notables out there celebrating birthdays today, and Roto will tell you all about it.
All right, here we go. Big one. Craig Biggio, Hall of Famer.
Super good.
Catcher, second baseman. I think he would have played a pretty adequate short. Great center fielder.
I think he was like a 5-sport athlete in high school too. He was from Long Island, and there were like just stories about it, right?
Just one of those guys, just genetically,
yeah. I think he was a track star and basketball star. Played football, I think hockey or something else. Just like ridiculous, like
just matter of fact, just try it out.
It just
Mid-high
felt
school
like you could drop Craig Biggio in a high line lineup, right? And he'd be pretty damn good. So
that guy needs a training video of some kind.
I love that his career arc came up as a catcher, and then they made him a center fielder, and then they put a friggin' uphill spike in the new stadium with a flagpole.
Yeah,
play in center field. Like, what can we do to kill this guy? And then when he got old enough, and they thought there might actually be a lawsuit, they're like, we'll bring him back, play him at second base. Can he do it? Probably. You know what? So
I kind of appreciated that stupid hill out in center. I mean, it was just kind of, it had some wacky, there's some wacky highlights.
I gotta imagine, as an Astro, you loved watching the visiting team just murder themselves. Right? Imagine as a center fielder.
And there wasn't even a track or any indicator, right?
No,
it was just like the grass just suddenly started going up at a 45-degree angle.
Yeah, the indicator was when your toe hit basically a ramp, right? And I gotta believe if they put together like a low light reel, there had to be a ton of guys pulling up short, right? As they started to feel the whispers, right? And be like, I gotta be getting close to Dead Man's Hill. Like, and yeah, I'm with you here. To extrapolate on that, just ballparks with some character, right? The Monster in at Fenway and Dead Man's Hill in Houston. I like that stuff. Not talking about like swimming pools in the outfield. Right?
Just weird eccentricities, right?
Well, like I forget if there's any left, but there used to be a handful of ballparks where the warm-up bullpens were in foul ground down the left and right field lines. Like, what could be better than an outfielder screaming in for a foul pop, knowing there's a friggin' pitching mound somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, that's some of the beauty of minor league ball, right? Where there's still a ton of those stadiums there.
Absolutely. Where they've got like parking cones in foul territory for no reason.
Well, it's like they used to have to put the third catcher would have to just stand there and cover the bullpen catcher, right?
Yeah, try not
to get hit with a line drive. All right, so moving to Ken Hill, pretty good on the Expos.
He's on our Expos. Yep.
Ryan McMahon, pretty darn good hitter.
What a glove!
Did he not hit at all this year for the Yankees?
He didn't hit at all for the Yankees.
We were talking like 220. I didn't follow close enough.
It was pretty low, but the glove was amazing.
Yeah,
and they had it was a nightmare at third all year for the Yankees. So at least he solidified it defensively.
Gotcha. All right, Sam Jones, Hall of Famer, right? Sam Jones.
I'm not sure. His WAR is pretty good, so it could be.
Adam Frazier.
Nobody with bad WAR makes the happy birthday list. I'll tell you that. Right? So good for Sam Jones.
Adam Frazier had a couple big power years, right?
Yep.
Bill Buckner. Pretty good hitter. I'm just going to leave it at that. Like, he gets a lot of grief, but man, that guy was pretty solid for a long time.
Really good career. My favorite bit, and I think the venom for Buckner faded once the Red Sox won a couple titles, right?
Yeah.
But I swear to God, if you get a good high-res big picture of him in that game against the Mets, he has a Cubs batting glove on underneath his fielding glove.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Must have just been what he brought with him from Chicago. Maybe he was superstitious.
Yeah.
If he wasn't, he is now. But at that point in '86, to wear a Cubs batting glove under your Red Sox fielding glove, there's not a chance he was going to come up with that clean.
I always felt for him because I mean he clearly he had no knee cartilage, right? Like,
yeah.
I mean, he got a lot of grief, but man, he was giving it his all.
And I forget the guy, and I only read this. I wasn't paying much attention to Red Sox big small in '86, but the manager McNamara would replace him all the time in the seventh inning because Buckner's knees were so bad. Dave, maybe Stapleton, somebody
Hmm.
He would bring him in all the time, and he didn't in that game because he wanted Buckner on the field when they won the title.
Oh man, I didn't know that story.
Yeah. Anyway, give it up for Billy Buck. He deserved better.
Exactly. And finally, Dave Nielsen, pretty good catcher for the Brewers, right?
The thing that struck me, and I didn't even think about it at the time because I wasn't thinking that way. He'd been like a 2-time All-Star. He'd been up like 5 years, or maybe 4 seasons. So they had like 2 more years of club control on him. He's Australian. And after, I don't think it was an All-Star year, but it's a pretty damn good year. Good defensively, hit like 280, with like 21 homers, 82 RBIs. And at the end of the season, he was just like, good night, mate, and back to Australia. Just left MLB in the rearview mirror as like a 29-year-old catcher.
That's amazing.
Can you imagine being the general manager with a 29-year-old 2-time All-Star catcher under contract for 2 more years, and he was just like, yeah, I'm done. I'm like, what do you mean you're done? He's like, yeah, I'm not. I'm gonna go try to start up a league in Australia. Like,
that's amazing. At 29.
What an absolute kick in the gut that had to be for, as I recall, a Brewers team not going anywhere at the time, right? Like, man. So, but Dave Nielsen lives on in eternal baseball, so good for him.
All right.
So there's your birthdays. Happy birthday to all y'all out there. There was some roster movement this week, and you'll see it here as we get into the notes around the AL and the NL. In Boston, crazy slumping Jason Varitek got replaced by Rick Farrell, who was a hell of a catcher. So don't get mad at me, Red Sox. We're trying to help you win. The White Sox are on a 4-game winning streak. Detroit's Harry Heilman has a 12-game hit streak. The Angels' Kendrys Morales, who once hit a grand slam and jumped on home plate and broke his leg. So good for Kendrys Morales. Healthy now with an 11-game hit streak. The Yankees have won 5 straight. The Rangers have lost 7 straight. And some of that is a bit of a Venn diagram because it was Texas and New York this week. And the first 2 games went the Yankees. Over in the National League, Tommy Bond, I screwed it up. Tommy Bond replaced Vic Willis in Atlanta. Bond's a really good pitcher from like the 1910s, so he should help Vic Willis get lit up. In Cincinnati, Ted Kluszewski, who one day just decided to cut the sleeves off his jersey because his 28-inch pythons were too constricted. And back then, this is in, I believe, the 50s, the league was like, yeah, whatever, just be comfortable.
Just be comfortable.
Yeah, he just cut his jersey into a vest. And the league was like, yeah, what are you going to do?
Well, they saw the letters they were getting from the ladies, right? And they're like, oh, okay, man. Booming attendance numbers here.
I bet they just looked at how much would it cost to make him a bigger jersey. Yeah, you know what? Just cut this. So Big Clue has a 12-game hit streak. In LA, the Dodgers, Zack Greinke, who really only ever played in Brooklyn, has an 11-game hit streak. The Marlins, who have come upon hard times after a good start, on a 4-game losing streak. This is the kind of guy I love in the term of baseball. And it takes the right kind of team to have him on their roster. But Rondell White got sent down by Montreal and was replaced by Henry Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Remember this guy?
Vaguely.
He was a phenom in Montreal, and then they let him go to the Cubs, I guess, to be Andre Dawson 2.0. And he had 2 great years in Chicago, and then nothing. That was it. 4 good years and a fizzle, and off he goes. So, and they would throw O. Henry bars on the field when he hit homers.
That's awesome.
Haven't even seen the O. Henry bar. And then this is one of my favorite guys ever, Leon Bip Roberts.
Yeah.
Got called up by the Padres. He's like the modern day King Kelly. I think he's eligible at 6 positions and rated as a 3 in all of them.
Even at second base?
Yeah, he's a rusty Swiss Army knife. So good for him. He replaced Jake Cronenworth. And the best bit about Bip Roberts, and if you don't know this, you're welcome. He was pretty good for the Padres, and they traded him to the Reds, who were in contention. This is 89, maybe 90, maybe even the title Reds team. And he arrives, gets off the bus, and is getting dressed in his Reds uniform for the first time ever. He's got cleats, socks, stirrups, and pants on. Maybe a necklace, but shirtless Bip Roberts is in the Cincinnati locker room when Lou Piniella and Rob Dibble have a fist fight. Manager and closer. Now, if I started with manager and closer brawl in locker room, you'd say that's crazy. But if I just say Lou Piniella and Rob Dibble got into a fist fight,
It's like that probably happened 25 times that season that they
right?
they probably kept it under hush
Now,
up for 24 of them.
yeah. Now on pay-per-view with rules, I gotta take Dibble, right?
Dude, Dibble was a beast.
Dude, in their prime though.
Although Piniella had that old, you could tell he had that old man strength.
Probably true. Plus, it can't, even if you win the fight, if you actually beat up the manager, there's probably repercussions down the way, right? So anyway, the video of it, look it up on YouTube. There's the brawl, and then just as it's kind of slowing down, I think a PR staffer either says to the cameraman, "Hey, maybe stop shooting that," or physically pushes the camera so they're off camera. And they push the camera, and there's Bip Roberts with no shirt on, just arrived on the team, and he's looking like this. That's how they do it in Cincinnati. So,
You're not in San Diego anymore, man.
so good for you. So kudos to Bip Roberts. Just got called up to biggest of leagues. And that's what's going on around the league. But tonight, it's the game of the week. We're bringing you Oakland at Kansas City. And Rhoda, you can give us a little recap there. This is the third game. This is from the Monday schedule. So game 1 and game 2 are in the books.
Yeah, game 1, Reggie Jackson hit a 2-run homer in the 7th inning off Brett Saberhagen, who I probably have 30 of his 85 tops rookies.
You need to quilt it.
Yeah, yes. Unfortunately, they all have that gum stain from the 85 tops packs. Anyway, they beat Oakland 5-3 off that 2-run homer. Did the job. Game 2, Sal Perez had a 7th inning sac fly that gave Kansas City the lead, and Dennis Leonard had a complete game, and KC edged Oakland 4-3.
Two notes: Reggie Jackson, Sun Devil, and Ricky Henderson, because he grew up in Oakland. He was a huge Reggie Jackson fan, and they let Reggie play baseball and football at ASU, which is pretty rare in the day.
Yeah.
Reggie was a good football player. And imagine that. Ricky was a good football player too. And he said if he didn't get drafted in the first round, he was going to ASU. And if I'd have had Arizona State, Ricky Henderson, I don't know if I'd ever left Phoenix, right? My favorite player, my alma mater, pretty good. And Dennis Leonard just got called up. So that was his first start of the year, and he threw a complete game. And the team at the time with the best record in the American League. So we'll keep an eye on that Dennis Leonard kid. He's probably got it.
Good first impression.
Yeah, absolutely. So I've got the screen up here. This is including tomorrow's games, which I've already simulated, except for our game of the week. So,
yeah, Dave made the point that Quisenberry is leading in saves right now.
Yeah, that's right. Quiz has got 7 saves, looking good, and their pen's really good. So I can't wait to see how we come up tonight.
Time to stress test it.
Listen, you and I have never met a bullpen. We get through it. So
the word of the day is implode.
Yeah, stay tuned. It's going to be fun. So here we are looking at the weeks that were. We're out here on week 5. Remember, pink means rough week, gold means golden. And so your struggling teams this week, Diamondbacks 1-5. Always tough sledding for them. They're having a great season from Brandon Webb. But Kurt Schilling, who moved from the Phillies to the Diamondbacks in the Turtle baseball like 3 years ago, because he was never pitching in Philly, just has never been any good for him. And given that Randy Johnson's in Seattle, they kind of need Kurt Schilling to be Kurt Schilling. We haven't seen it yet. The Angels had a rough week. The Marlins are taking on water. After a good start, they've lost 10 of their last 12. So welcome back, Miami. You missed it. The Rangers 0-6. That's rough. But the big teams, good wins this week. The Cubs had a 12-game win streak, and then the Mets got them on Saturday. So 5-1 for the Cubs, 5-1 for the Reds, 5-1 for the Yankees.
Man, what a start for the Cubbies, though. Wow.
The Cubbies are red hot, and that's the toughest division year in, year out, because it's Cubs, Reds, Pirates, Cardinals, all four, blue blood vintage franchises, which means lots of years to pick from.
And Birmingham's having another stinker, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at Birmingham's roster because they were incredible the first 4 seasons, and then last year,
just a juggernaut that just couldn't quite win a series, but
yeah, they always won the division, and their division is Kansas City, Tampa, Texas, and them. So 3 expansion clubs on some level, and Birmingham, who gets anybody from all the years of the Weekend. And I didn't mind that Birmingham was good every year because they should be. And I love seeing the stars of the Negro Leagues compete, not just compete, but dominate at the major league level against the best talent of all time. But it's been a rough go for Birmingham the last 2 years. I'll dig in there and see if anything's sideways. And sometimes players just have bad years, but there's 15 guys inactive on every squad. So we can make it forward. Anyway, there's always somebody else to call. So we'll take a look into that. I am happy to see the Mariners rebound because I always think they should be better than they end up. So 5-1 for the Mariners this week. Hopefully it's time to get things in the Pacific Northwest. They certainly can't be having the real Mariners shading them.
What a weird season that was. Man. So close too.
Yeah, it's just interesting. So there we are. Let's fire up the schedule here. Personally, I can't wait until it's January 1 because I can make it so January 2026 pops up immediately. But instead, I got to go fishing. And not just live on the broadcast because this is thrilling television right here. But every time I go to sim a day,
oh no, dude.
I got to go through here, move along. And so for tomorrow, that's the other bit with Seattle. Randy Johnson's pitching well. James Paxton, still best in baseball with a 1.08 ERA. So good. And
he was one of those guys you always thought was going to take it to that kind of upper echelon level at some point of his career, and it just too many injuries, just couldn't quite get there.
It's never happened. I guess it happens when you get a bunch of ink on your pitching arm. I think it's the one place you don't want needles, but
no, that's his glove hand. Yeah.
Was that his glove hand?
Yeah.
Was he a lefty? I forget.
Yeah.
Okay, good for him then. I take it back. I apologize, James Paxton. But if you're wondering why the Cubs are having such a good year, you see old Ed Rulbach here with a 1.54 and Jake Arrieta with a 1.67, and not pictured here, Mordecai Brown, who's 7-0. So good luck getting hits off the Cubs.
Just like that Giants year, that half season. The
season. The Giants couldn't stop. All right, so here we go. Oakland to Kansas City.
All right, here we go.
Man, I know it's. I don't know if anybody else likes it as much as I do. I would love to see a game at Kauffman Stadium, right? I just think the waterfall is so good. So
yeah, it's on my list.
I don't get to Kansas City.
Yeah, it's not on my regular route right now.
Maybe that's a road trip. We'll grab Seth and Chris, and off we go.
Dude, that would be amazing.
Maybe even watch the Red Sox. Get some barbecue. Go root against the Chiefs. It'll be a good time.
Let's do it.
All right. Done. I have some free time. Hey. So, all right. So here we go. It's Vida Blue tonight, which is good just on name basis.
Yeah.
Against, who was it?
It was Greinke.
Yeah. He's having not a great year, but remember, in eternal baseball, the average ERA is 4 1/4. So 4.7 from Greinke means a little less than the average. It's not brutal. Let's see how these how these Royals stack up against left-handed. So Bobby Witt Jr. is the best by far. So he's probably our cleanup guy. And Hal McRae is our next best on-base percentage. So he's not a great outfielder. Don't tell him I said that. Or he'll throw a phone at me. But we might be able to hide him at DH. We'll see. So what do you like in 2-3, Roto, between Sal Perez, Danny Tartabull? Yeah, or maybe Jorge Soler. It gets thin pretty quick here.
I would just do it in that order.
So we got Sal catching. Tartabull's got DH. He's awful in the outfield.
Tartabull's the guy I sent away for some autographs, and they sent all the cards back unsigned, and then there was an insert, like a postcard insert, that was just like basically photocopied of his signature, like nice. A small. It's just like, really?
I mean, at least you got the cards back. That was kind of rare.
Yeah, I guess, but it's like, geez, man, just you're not when you're watching TV in the evening, like you can't just like rip through a couple of these.
Was he a Mariner or a Royal at the time?
I think he must have been a
or a Yankee. For a while, he was the one shining star up there in New York.
I think he was a Royal. Okay. Yeah, one at least when I said away, but
I remember I started paying attention about '86. He was one of the first young stars I ever saw traded. Right, like the Mariners shipped him out pretty damn quick, and they didn't have a whole lot going on.
Yeah, but I forget who they got for him. Was it? I'll look it up.
Yeah, I don't know. Whit Merrifield at second base because Frank White's been terrible. Sorry, Royals fans. Mike Sweeney at first. Look at George Brett hitting 8. That hurts my heart. Maybe I'll make one. Johnny Damon center. All right.
Okay, here we go. Traded by the Seattle Mariners with Rick Lucan to KC in exchange for Scott Bankhead, Steve Shields, and Mike Kingery.
Bankhead wasn't terrible. I guess Kingery was serviceable. That's a bad deal.
Speaking of, I mean, in contrast to, like some of the guys that I had not signed, Mike Kingery was the nicest guy ever. Like, he came out one time after the game. They had this little sort of walkway where they'd walk by on their way to their cars. That guy just sat and chatted and signed everything in sight. Like, just extremely nice dude. Just want to go on record as saying that.
Somewhere Corey Snyder was like, he wasn't that nice. Corey Snyder signed everything. They say Corey Snyder's rookie card unsigned is more valuable.
That's awesome, though. I love the fact that some guys just went, I'm sure they didn't have any, desire to do it, but they're like, they probably remember when they were kids. And
yeah. I mean, that's not a bad legacy to have, that guy signs anything. So good for him. Good for you, Corey Snyder.
Mike Kingery, props.
Won't get you on an eternal baseball roster. But we hope you're doing well.
Well, we might make an exception for Kingery.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. Okay, so out here in Oakland, the sadness is that Ricky Henderson has been having kind of a rough year, but that don't matter because Ricky plays when never plays. So get him in there. Nick Kurtz hasn't played much. This is ridiculous in Oakland. They have Nick Kurtz. They have Jimmy Fox. They have Jason Giambi. And way down here, inactive is Mark McGuire. Because remember, McGuire he was really good, but he wasn't a god in Oakland. He was a god in St. Louis.
Yeah.
For various reasons. But even when Big Mac's gotten a shot on a call-up, he's never really contributed in eternal baseball. So here he is. Here he is watching Nick Kurtz play. I'm going to split these lefties up. And Al Simmons has been amazing, and he always is.
That guy is just a machine.
I don't think I knew. I knew he was a Hall of Famer, but I didn't know how good he really was until I saw him just churning eternal baseball. So there's Reggie. I can't hit Jimmy Dykes ahead of Jimmy Fox.
Dude, Mike Kingery, 94,
Okay.
age 33 for the Rockies. Hit 349. This is in 301 at bats, but hit almost 350. Had a like a 934 OPS.
Damn.
That's pretty legit, man.
I accepted it was in Coors Field before they knew Coors Field was basically the moon.
Yes, but he only had 4 homers, so
Okay.
yeah.
Look, man, 350 is 350. I don't care where you were playing. So good for him. There's Jimmy Dykes. Looks like Jason Giambi's sitting today. So is Bob Johnson. Ricky Cochran, catch. Matt Chapman, third.
So he would have had more at bats too, right? Because that was the strike season.
Which year, 94?
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody moans about Tony Gwynn hitting 391 or something.
Yeah.
When
That
they
was
called-
Mike Kingery was having a career year.
Mike Kingery was coming for you, Tony Gwynn. I totally forgot that Kingery was a beast. And then what did he follow it up with?
He followed it up with 350 bats in 95. He hit 269. 350 on base percentage. Not bad. Eight homers isn't really playing in Colorado, but
No, he might have been in a platoon if he's only, or maybe hurt if he wasn't getting any bats.
yeah. Didn't
Well,
strike
good-
out much. Yeah,
Good
anyway.
for you,
So-
Jason Kingery.
I know everybody came here for the deep Mike Kingery lore.
We're gonna have our Mike Kingery omnibus loading up.
Yeah, right.
Be ready for that.
Make some
All right.
serious money.
So we're ready for baseball.
The eternal baseball obscure players that we liked.
There's something to do the obscure player of the week, right? Maybe we can even get him on, right?
I bet, dude, there's no way if we got a hold Mike Kingery that he would say no. Just
If we can't get him, maybe we just like do the gotcha journalism and just like run up to him.
you're right. The Fox News like surprise.
Yeah, the Morton Downey
Pitching
special.
for Kansas
That's
City,
what I want.
number 23, Zack Greinke.
Zack Greinke.
Leading off for Oakland, center fielder, number 24, Ricky Henderson.
Ooh. Good
All
respect. I like it. All right, so let me get in here and massage this, so to speak. The heads are a little big. Let's see, player displays. Medium. And giving Oakland control back to the I guess that's it. That might be too small. Too bad they don't have a medium option.
They need the scroller so you can find that
Yeah.
exact one.
Right? I'm still not getting this right. Thanks. I mean, we go Mondo. What do you think?
The big head.
Yeah! I tell you what.
One inning of this.
Nobody's getting the ball past Brent and Witt. They're pretty much over his shoulder. Let's see what this looks like for an inning. Here's Ricky Henderson. Oh, wait a minute. I got to get control too. Oh, there we go. Oh, no.
Oh, poor decision, Zach.
Hey, Sal Perez has got him. No
Designated
worries.
hitter, number 16, Nick Kurtz.
I don't think that number's coming down from 75%, so I'm good with that.
Yeah, that might be the best we get.
I'm not even going to try to pick him up. I don't want to make him angry.
Strike three.
Oh,
Left
Kurtz.
fielder, number 7, Al Simmons.
Pitch.
Strike one.
There we go.
Nothing. Strike one. Okay, cool. Can you imagine the game if we did every pitch? I wouldn't even watch that.
Right fielder,
I slowly just slide off and
Yeah,
like
you'd be
third
sitting
inning.
sitting there alone, bro. All right, so ground ball, Ricky advances to second. Here's Sun Devil Reggie Jackson.
The size of their head feels like a meet and greet at a bar or something like that.
Oakland,
I'm
Vida
always reminded
Blue.
of the big head t-shirt.
Leading
right?
off for Kansas City,
And the one
left
I always
fielder,
remember is
number 11,
Hal Gregg with
Hal
that Jordan
McRae.
suit, right? The giant profile head. Man, I don't know how the Players Association signed off on those. Right? Like, the
They
body
may
will be
not have.
normal, but the head will be freakish like the aliens in Commute.
I had the pucking one. It was pretty bad too.
What was he doing? I don't remember the pucket.
I can't even remember. I think he was probably catching a fly ball or something, but yeah.
Fair enough. All right,
Robust head size.
Look how nice Hal McRae looks.
Yeah.
Just pleasant and ready to put his spikes in your solar plexus.
Catcher, number 13, Salvador Perez.
We gotta lower these head sizes, man.
You said what inning?
Strike three.
All right. I was thinking half an inning, but fine.
You can't like close the roof mid inning, right? That's not fair. Here's Danny Carnival. Where's he hit him? Oh, he hit him right.
Did
right
he get it?
First
Oh.
Right in the
baseman,
zipper.
number 3, Jimmy
All right. So
Fox.
that's enough of that. The fans have been clamoring, we want big head baseball, but that's enough. Ooh, better. Okay. So, Jimmy Fox. That
Shortstop,
was a
Jimmy
low
Dykes.
throw. Can't scoop it. It's out of play. Fox goes to second. Jimmy Dykes with a bunt.
Catcher,
Chicken.
number 2, Mickey
One down,
Cochran.
Mickey Cochran. Mickey Mantle named after Mickey Cochran. His dad's favorite.
That's pretty cool.
Grounder to Sweeney. Throw home. Out chance 17%.
Sure.
All right. Get him, Sal. Oh.
Third baseman, number 26, Matt Chapman.
Here's Matt Chapman.
We should have put country breakfast in.
Oh, that's a good call. One of the best nicknames ever.
Second baseman, number 4, Max
The runners
Bishop.
on the corners. One out for Max Bishop. I can't tell you anything about him, except he can go diagonal as far as he wants in any direction. Here's Ricky with ducks on the pond. 2 on, 1 out.
Strike three.
And Nick Kurtz. Oh, just gets him at first.
Shortstop,
But they get
number
2,
7, Bobby
and the
Witt
A's have a
Jr.
2-0 lead as we go to the bottom of the second. There's Bobby.
Let's go,
Witt.
Bobby.
Come on, Bobby. I wonder if he calls his dad to tell him what eternal baseball's like.
Right fielder, number 12,
Which is
Jorge
sad because that
Soler.
Rangers rotation is kind of trash.
Yeah.
Here's Jorge Soler. Oh, he got a lot of it. Sounded good.
second baseman, number 15, Whit Merrifield.
Holy crap. Running the wrong way.
Pummel.
It just jogged on by.
What's he doing? He's a 10 for range. And he just ran over and got some popcorn. Madden style.
Strike three.
Here's Al Simmons. Yeah, I'm starting to think it might not be Zack Greinke's day.
Strike three.
Here's off the wall. Simmons will score. Fox with a double. 3-0 A's. Oh, Sweeney. Boots it. An error on Sweeney, which isn't a big surprise.
I got a slight delay on the video, so it's like when a family member is streaming something out of the room that you're watching live over the air.
Right?
It's just,
I got to take it easy. On
I
the
just
plate.
kind of hear
I
a roar. I just hear a roar. It's like you hear a roar, right? Or they scream yes.
Right.
5 seconds before you know what's going on.
Strike three.
Come on, Sweeney.
So runners on the corners, 2 down for Matt Chapman.
Ball four.
Walk in.
Take your base.
Do we need to get somebody ready for Zack Greinke in the bottom of the third?
I think you give him a chance to get out of this.
I mean,
and then,
this is the guy to get the 9-hitter, right?
yeah.
Otherwise,
All right.
it's Ricky again. Hey, get this guy. Okay.
Ball 4.
Ah!
Oh, jeez.
Roto, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it when they walk in. Like, I'm so afraid of you, number 9 hitter Max Bishop, that I can't put this over the plate.
All right, I guess we got to get up like
Yeah.
Joaquin Soria or something.
This pen's pretty good. Wade Davis, Soria, Holland, Montgomery, Herrera. I mean, Soria was called the Mexicutioner. That's pretty awesome.
That's a good one.
But he doesn't throw enough pitches. So it's going to be Jeff Montgomery, because he can throw 50. Because he's
All
old,
right.
not one of these new China doll arms. All right, so here's Ricky Henderson with the bases loaded for Zack Greinke.
Strike
Oh,
3.
he gets
Third
it.
baseman, number 5, George Brent.
George Brent hitting 7. Ugh. That might be on me.
First baseman, number
And
29,
look,
Mike
A's
Sweeney.
fans, I know Ricky didn't play a lot of center field, and rightly so. Because for a guy with that kind of acceleration, he took terrible routes towards the ball. So they moved him to left pretty damn quick. But he qualifies in center, and Oakland doesn't have a very good option on their roster here for center field. Al Simmons plays a bad center field. Bob Johnson plays a bad center field. So pick your poison. Either way, you really don't have a very good center field option defensively. Here's Mike Sweet. Webb Gem.
Nice.
Max Bishop.
Center fielder,
The
Probably
Bishop.
Died
Johnny
50 years
Damon.
before ESPN or whatever. Here's Johnny Damon. Great bunter, that Johnny Damon. But Cochran's a good fielder, so maybe later. Here's Nick Kurtz. Montgomery's ready.
We're currently being no hit. That's a bummer.
Again?
Okay.
I'm giving Greinke a little rope here.
Yeah.
The first guy that gets on, get it. Hey, there it is. Do we leave him or do we pull him?
Let's leave him for a bit longer.
All right. I mean, what's the word? I mean, at least it's in the park.
Poor play, Danny Darden or Soler.
Man, he's getting worn out there. All right, Jimmy Fox, you may be the last batter for our pal Zach. Oh, McCray catches it. Did he double Jackson? No. Just pulled it back. Thanks is a lot better than the two guys around him.
Your call, man.
This pitch around him. Look at that. He's swinging some garbage. George Brett gets him. Simmons doesn't score. That's a third out.
It's not. I don't think
No.
it's a
It
poor
was
play.
It was a bad throw.
What do we do with Montgomery? What do you think?
It wasn't a bad throw. It's just an infield hit. That's been beaten out. Yes. I think that's enough. Because Greinke can only throw 120 pitches on the way. There's not a lot left in there. He's already thrown 98 in the bottom of the fourth.
Through 4.
So,
Wow. Yeah.
Jeff Montgomery.
Pitching for Kansas City, Jeff
mullet.
Montgomery.
And I know mullets, let me tell you.
Ball 4.
Mickey Hockman. Here's Rex Shaw.
I was really hoping we were going to be able to use our good bullpen, but
Well, we're in our medium bullpen, I guess. So 5-0 A's, bottom of the fourth. This is the kind of game, if you had it on tape, you would fast forward until you saw a couple runners on. Yeah. Sal Perez off the center field wall, though. That's a good poke. Here's Danilo Tardival.
Wrong guy.
Yeah.
Just hit it to Willie Mays instead.
Right? Chapman comes in on it. Wait, Willie Mays cuts in front of him. Throws across.
Brooks Robinson.
Oh, Bobby Witt Jr.
Did he get it?
Off the wall.
Oh,
Stand
all
up
right.
double. We're on the board.
I love it.
Not just our first hit, but our first run. Break up the Royals. Here's Jorge Soler. Popping out. We got to run anyway. 5-1 A's as Max Bishop leads off.
Poof.
Infield single. Here's Ricky. No tapper. I got Ricky too. Even though Bishop.
Strike 3.
Nick Kurtz strikes out. And here's us.
Jeez, dude.
Right?
Did he
Even the
catch it?
outs-
Oh,
Even
wow.
the outs sound good. Here's Whit Merrifield.
Strike 3.
George Brent. Look at that chaw. Good for him.
Off the fence.
Off the wall. Double for Brett.
All
Here's
right,
Mike
here we go.
Sweeney,
Come on,
who has-
Sweeney.
who has sins to atone for. That's all.
Strike 3.
2 down for Johnny Dane.
Johnny. Oh.
Nope.
Hmm.
All right. So Montgomery's got 15 pitches left. Might do us some good. Just be ready here. So I think Wade Davis is the closer, but I can give you Soria, Holland. No, Quisenberry's the closer. So I
Yeah.
can give you Davis, Soria, Holland, or Herrera.
Let's do Holland. I always liked his stuff.
It's a good pitcher. He was like, I totally forgot this guy because I thought Joe Nathan was underrated for the Twins.
Yeah.
Poured on the stage every year. And I'm like, that guy never gets any credit. And then I saw Glenn Perkins' name pop up. And I'm like, Jesus, he was underappreciated before he gave up the underappreciated mantle to Joe Nathan. Who knew? All right, so we got Holland warming up. Here's Reggie Jackson.
Jump.
Look at Soler. Underrated with the glove because no one ever saw him catch anything. Oh. Here's Jimmy Fox. Bobby Witt Jr. with a great play.
Love it. All right. We're
I'm just kidding.
kind of hanging around.
Yeah,
Kinda.
let's see. Say Montgomery's fine. He's pitched well. Let's give him a shot. Get out of the inning. 2 down. Nobody on. Good for you, Jeff Montgomery. We appreciate you. Here's Hal McRae. Yeah, tapping out. Salvador Perez. Good for him. Could you imagine what a star he would be if he played in Boston or the Cubs? Or, nothing wrong with the guy who stays where he was drafted. Right? We need more of that. But man, he's had a hell of a career. I mean, I know he won a ring, but for a catcher to be that good that long, he definitely deserves it.
It's impressive.
Strike 3.
Going back to the locker room to not sign Bruno's card.
Ball 4.
I don't know, just the postcard as a kid. It was just like, because you get it and you're like, oh, okay, well, at least you send me this autographed postcard. And then you kind of tilt it right in the light. It's like, wait a minute, everything looks exactly the same. Dang it.
I didn't have much through the mail success, but I got a Bo Jackson back.
Oh, cool.
And I've never really investigated it because as far as I know right now, Bo signed my card, right?
Oh, wow. Why would you investigate that, right?
Yeah,
Like, there's no upside, right?
I'm willing to bet that wasn't really Vincent Bo Jackson. But for now, in my heart.
It's got like typical women's signature curves, like, dude, like a little hard.
It's a really good auto, right? Like, it's a really too nice. But who'd I get? I got Corey Snyder.
Theo is a heart.
Right? Snyder was a given. I got Bo Jackson, Ruben Sierra, and Kevin Mitchell.
Oh, hey,
before he
cool.
went nuts. So those are always favorites of mine because they signed my card. Whatever.
Hey, man. At least they
Corey
went
Stein-
through the motions to get an assistant, right? to
yeah.
do it, you
I
know.
mean, at least I know Corey Snyder's is real. So
Yeah.
here's Mickey Cochran.
I'm trying to think the other ones I got. There was nobody like, where I was bowled over or anything, but
I mean, I think they warned us at the time, right? Don't send anything you don't
Pitching
want.
for
You can't
Kansas
afford
City,
to lose,
number
right?
Yeah.
56. Greg,
I think I sent
Holland.
maybe 20 and got 4 back, which is actually not bad.
I think Puckett might have sent some back. And then I got a couple signed at the game. He was nice enough to come over for a little bit and
That's cool, man.
ripped a couple autographs off. And yeah,
When you actually get to meet your favorite player at the park while they're at work, right?
that was cool, man. It just, I was just kind of like, here he is like 5 feet away, right? Just like,
Right.
thanks,
Yeah,
Kirby.
cool. I remember when I was working in the sports radio, I had the chance to go get post game sound when it was probably Red Sox Orioles at the tail end when Ricky was in Boston.
Hmm.
And I consciously didn't go because it was the tail end for Ricky, right? And I'm like, man, I've rooted for him his whole career. And if he treats me bad in person, it'll feel like I wasted 20 years, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I'm good. I don't need to be an ally.
Yeah.
I met
There's
his
that phrase,
wife.
right? Never meet
I
your
met
heroes.
his wife eventually at McFarland Toys.
Oh, you
We
did?
were negotiating a legend deal. She's the one that came in to talk to her. That's
Funny.
kinda cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
That's
hung
great.
out with Mrs. Henderson and Marie Tillman, Pat Tillman's widow. Right?
Oh.
Like, who knew? Right?
Yeah,
and
that's cool.
Just totally off tangent. I was sitting on a bench in Canton. We were doing the McFarland Toys thing there. And a guy said, you mind if I sit there? And I looked up and went, no, Gale Sayers. You can have the whole damn bench. Only in Canton does Gale Sayers walk by and say, hey, kid, can I sit by you? Yes. Yes, you can. Yes, man.
That's right.
All right, here's Matt Jack. Oh, we put in Holland, by the way.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't have much left, though, because he was in the pen for a while. But maybe he can get us out of this inning with the 12 pitches he has.
That guy had a heater, especially for his size, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Guys like that, like Billy Wagner at like 5'7",
Yeah.
but lefty and threw 100 back when nobody threw 100, right?
And he wasn't even left-handed, right? Like he
He
did
was
everything
right.
else right-handed, right?
Oh,
like
yeah. I don't remember if it was one of those.
Was it like
you know,
arm
somebody-
break or something?
Somebody in the know said you'll only make it as a lefty.
No, I think
ball.
maybe,
did he
I
hurt it?
could be. I think he may have broken his arm. I don't know. I might be totally fabricating this. But when I did that, a little bit of research a couple years back, I think that it was something where I think he did most other things right-handed, but
He was incredible. Didn't he take a comebacker, like right off the melon? I think.
oh, I think so. Yeah,
Like
those
he
are
had-
so hard to watch. I can't even watch videos of that. It's
like I'll watch a guy get hurt, but I don't want to see it. I don't want to see a comebacker to the face. Like
it's just so brutal.
I feel worse for the pitchers than hitters, right? Because as a hitter, you got to know there's a chance this might come right in my nose, right? But what are the odds as a pitcher, right? And yet, man, every so often.
Well, and I mean, if you think about the major league pitchers, right? Maybe 1 out of 10. You know where they used to teach you how to like be in good fielding position at the end of
Right.
your delivery, right?
Yeah.
Maybe 2 out of 10, 1 out of 5 actually do that. So they're in a you could have that mitt right
Yeah.
there. Most of them are just flinging sideways,
Yeah.
their heads over here.
Yeah. I like Bob Gibson pretty much did a cartwheel
Yes.
coming off the mound every time. And he didn't care because nobody was ever hitting it. Anyway.
Yes, right. I mean, that's part of it, right? You're throwing 100. You don't expect someone to actually be able to square it up like that.
Yeah. But 100 miles an hour turns around at about 350.
Man, I can't even imagine how fast that's supposed to be coming back.
Well, here's number 9 hitter Max Bishop, who's 2 for 2 and awfully proud of it, apparently. Oh, man.
Did he get it? Jump.
At least it was off the wall.
Man, killing us.
So Holland's almost done. So what do you like here? You like Herrera, Soria, or Wade Davis?
Let's do Herrera.
All right. Warm him up. Here's Ricky. Hit a little too far.
Bubble!
0-2 on Henderson. Oh, man. Damon Dive. Outchance 44%.
Yes.
Why not?
Just to see
right?
the inside the park homer if he
Right?
misses it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and it's down. Somehow Henderson only got a double. Maybe like trapped the ball and landed on it or something. Either way, it's 6-1 A's. And I think Holland's about done. Let's see here. No, he appears fine. All right. Nah, but Herrera's ready.
That's when they say they're strong. That's when you know it's
Right.
over.
That's
Looking
the
for
danger
Kansas
Will
City,
Robinson
number
moment,
41, Kelvin Herrera.
Right? Look at this. You got to respect the beard with no mustache.
Yeah.
That's a bold statement.
Strike 3!
Sit Nick Hurts down. Somewhere Mark McGuire is like, yeah, grab some pine. We have more errors than runs. Just saying. And they have more runs than we have hits. But no big deal.
Vida Blue has 77 pitches. He's
Right.
closing this one out, man.
Vida Blue's probably smoking on the mound. All right, here's Whit Merrifield. Run, Whit. Yeah. I read a story.
There we go.
Somewhere that Charlie Finley, who had all the crazy ideas as the owner, offered Vida Blue like $50,000 back in the day, a lot of money, to change his name to True, so he would be True Blue and not Vida Blue. And you got to imagine in his head, Vida was like, I think my name's pretty cool already, right? I'm not like Bill Jones, right? No offense to Sam Jones. Happy birthday, Sam. But God bless Vida Blue for going, you know what? I'm good.
Yeah, it wasn't like Doug or something,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
I mean, Vida. That's pretty cool.
But sooner or later, they called the new pitcher Hunter in, and they went, hey, how about $50,000 to be called Cactus? And he was like, where do I sign? Catfish Hunter. All right. Here's True Blue against Mike Sweeney,
Strike 3!
who's been awful.
Yeah, we got to get Country Breakfast in there.
He's not even active, but you know what?
He's probably not even their minors, right? But
Probably true, right?
oh,
Out Simmons with a lot of that off the wall. You know what? Just to be vindictive, you can give Sweeney the rest of the game off. Put John Mayberry over there. He's better defensively. There,
yeah.
looking good. Reggie Jackson.
Strike 3!
Hey, it's so. Hey, this is Reggie Jackson. Be careful.
Right? Reggie Jackson is the first two true outcome plays, right? Strikeout homer. That's what I got in my bag. He's Jimmy Fox with 2 X's.
Jump.
Al McRae's got it. And Simmons took third anyway. All right. I'm surprised McRae. He just took third on Al McRae playing left. I'm surprised McRae didn't just run in and beat him up at third base, right?
Throws this mitt at him.
That'd be awesome. You're safe at third and you're looking in at home plate. All of a sudden, a mitt hits in the back of the head. Here's a runner on third, 2 down. Jimmy Dykes. Tapping to third. Throw across. He's safe. Third. We have 4 hits. They have 3 infield singles. And we've burned out Herrera. So I can give you Davis or Soria.
Who's our long guy? Apier?
Danny Duffy.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Just put Duffy in at this point,
Yeah.
right?
The problem is it takes Duffy a while to warm up because he's technically a starter.
It doesn't matter at this point.
I mean, it might. We'll find out.
Okay.
But going to the long man with 2 outs in the 8th, while Herrera's sweating out on the mound.
Strike 3.
Oh, look at him go, though. All right, good for him. All right, so maybe Johnny Damon.
Welcome, Cameron. This is Cameron, right? This is his.
Oh,
I always forget the alias.
yeah. And he's,
There we go.
Yeah, he's a little late. I'll be
It's
very honest.
probably better that you're late
I'll be
for this
very
one.
honest with you. You did not miss much. But Johnny Damon doesn't need the bat.
Well, welcome, Cameron.
Yes. Damon's been awful, but we don't have a better option. He can bunt, though.
Sure.
Let's try. Why not?
Foul ball.
Just it's like watching modern players bunt.
It's going to be one of those days.
Felt like such an old fogey during the World Series and playoffs, right? Where all these guys tried to bunt, and you're just watching them like, what? Like it just.
One of my favorite pitches.
Are we not working on this in spring training anymore?
Right.
Like, what's going on here?
I think it was 93. I forget. It was at the tail end of Dave Winfield's career, either as a Blue Jay or maybe a Twin. But in the World Series, I think. Maybe it was a Twin. Anyway, Winfield, who got drafted in 3 sports, right?
Yeah.
NFL and NBA as well. And he pitched in college. He said that was his only regret in his big league career is that he never got to throw off the mound.
Wow.
So he came up and they were down 1 with runners on first and second, nobody out. And they gave Winfield, the bunt sign. It was like in the 8th inning, right? Getting late, got to get that run in. Gave Winfield the bunt sign, and he couldn't really tell if he acknowledged it or not, right? Or if he even knew what the bunt sign was, right? And then whatever dynamite reliever he was facing, I'm sorry, I don't have all the story specifics down, fired one in there, and Dave went, bink, right down the third base line. Runners took second and third. Winfield out at first. Next batter, sack fly, tie game.
Love it.
And they said Winfield hadn't dropped a bunt in like 18 years.
But he put his ego aside and did it, right? I love it.
And he was such a good athlete that he was like, yeah, I remember how to do this. Just like that. You just deaden the bat, pull it back with impact. There you go. Probably almost beat it out at 41 or whatever. Kudos to you, Dave Winfield. All right, here's Hal McRae. Oh, here it comes. Rally time.
All right. Ow, 23, man.
Yeah.
Can we take a pitch?
Oh, this makes an end of the World Series. Yeah. We can take one if you want. He's not much of a runner, though. Right?
Yeah, I guess this is asking too much. All
He's
right.
not going to get much better. He should run right now, though.
Hurry. Oh, he made it.
Sal Perez.
Wow.
Laying it out.
Double steal.
Yeah, that's what we want. 15 and 14.
They get 2 outs and
Yeah,
double steal.
They might run into a double play. Here's Danny Tarnable, 0 for 3. Lines out to chat.
Man, and in the World Series, that's right. You know, the one that sticks with me is that when Ryan Howard blew his Achilles, dude.
On the last out of the World
Last
Series.
out, yeah, man, he just went down like he got shot. And, you're kind of wondering, like, well, is he just kind of playing this up a little bit? And then they're like, yeah, he tore his Achilles. It's like, oh, okay, my apologies. Like,
and they all just left him on the field. An hour later, the lights went out and still got him there.
God.
I partially tore my Achilles, not the whole thing, but tore just a piece of it. One of my first games with a new co-ed adult soccer club in Arizona. And I knew it was bad. Like I couldn't rock on the foot at all. So I was peg-legging it to the car. And 2 of my new teammates said, hey man, can we help you out? And I was determined to walk off on my own, even though I knew whatever it was bad. And I was like, I appreciate it, boys, but I got this. And then I got like 4 more hobble steps forward. And one of them was completely honest with me. He said, "Look, man, we got to go, but none of us want to walk past you
Oh no!
while you're crippling to the car. So we're going to carry you." Like, fine. So the human cart got me to my car. And I got home. Oh, and while we're
You never saw him again.
Yeah. I don't know if you want to be the bearer of bad news here.
Yeah. Just type in ESPN.com. That should. Sorry, man.
Yeah. Type in Theismann, and there you go. The next day, I got a quick appointment with the doctor the next morning. I'm hobbling with my foot turned out to the right, so I don't, put me forward rocking pressure. It hurts like crazy. And walking out of our guest bedroom office, all of a sudden my profile is 6 inches wider than it should be because I'm walking with the foot out, and I kicked the hell out of the door frame. And it's early in the morning, not everybody's awake yet, but that changed. Dude, I roared like a lion. And I remember my brother was visiting, and he came flying out from the front room, and I'm just laying on the ground, just grabbing the carpet, like, don't tear your Achilles.
That's when I worry about that. Yeah, that makes sense. Except we only have like Jermaine Dye, right?
I mean, and we're down 6. We probably need him to bat again, right?
Yeah.
Who am I to argue? We dug a 7-1 hole.
Yeah.
What do we got? We got Jermaine Dye. We're going to need Mike McFarland because somebody's going to have to catch.
Yeah. All right. Sure. Let's do it.
We got Angel Baroa. He ain't bad. Maybe that's where Adalberto Mondesi needs to be.
Yes, that's who we needed. So he can slowly be behind
so
the runner on second.
Everybody in their fantasy league can go, ooh, we need to pick him up now. He's just normal. All right, fine. I'm not sure this is a good move, but I'm here to produce. So let's get Angel Baroa.
We should be so lucky that Perez would have come around again. All right.
Hero is the new runner at first.
How about Terrence Gore? Not bad.
Terrence Gore, yeah, that's a good ref.
Vida Blue still got 33 pitches left, so they're not too worried.
He's going the distance.
72%, man. And Rose out second. Herrera doesn't have anything left, but that's all right. It's Danny Duffy time.
All right.
Kansas City, number 23, Danny Duffy.
We need a new catcher.
Daniel Duffy.
I never liked him. All right. So, I'm sorry, catcher. Mike McFarland, who drew Spider-Man for a couple of years. No. Come on, man. Hop on in.
All right.
Danny Duffy, let's get it done.
Ball 4.
Okay, Skip.
You got it, Skip. Could have just stepped on second there.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Bobby.
I remember Matt Chapman known for his lightning first step, but here's Ricky. George Brett's all over that. Yeah.
Infield single.
Right. 2 down. Here's Nick Kurtz.
Pinch hitting for Oakland, number 4, Bob Johnson.
I think Bob Johnson was like 164th Cherokee, something like that. And they found out, or he talked about it. And from then on out, his nickname was Indian Bob. Because that's what they did in the 1920s, right? Hey, here comes Indian Bob. And he's like, look, guys, I'm just proud of my family. And he turned
Gee willikers, guys.
Right? But he was their second baseman for like the first 4 years of third baseman. Because Oakland doesn't have a great legacy. Oakland / Las Vegas / Philadelphia / Kansas City athletics. And a fan wrote in and said, yeah, Bob Johnson didn't really play much second base. And I'm like, are you questioning me? Baseball reference. I think he played like 9 games and was awful. So he's Tim Raines looks at him and goes, yeah, brother, you shouldn't be at second base. But here he is pinch hitting.
That man who wrote in, Ken Burns.
Right? They were not comfortable with that 7-1 lead. Here's Jorge Soler. We're down to our last 3 here, brother.
All right.
I mean, last 2. Man, we ran late. I was too chatty today. It certainly wasn't all the base hits. So, as it should be, Vida Blue going for the complete game. George Brent steps in and sits down, just like that. 7-1
Final
A's.
score from Kauffman Stadium, Oakland 7, Kansas City 1.
Oops.
Vida Blue is the winner. He is now 3-1. Zack Greinke is the loser. He is now 2-2. Time of the game, 3 hours, 31 minutes.
I don't know how I lost the box score that quick, but I don't think anybody was that interested. So anyway, sometimes the games are better, sometimes they aren't. I don't know that was our fault, but sometimes you're the speed bump, sometimes you're the quarterback. So there you go. Congrats to the A's, improving to a league best, tied with Cleveland, 20-10. But Kansas City retains first place in the South, 5 games up on them. So there you go. At least for bragging rights, Oakland's got to go for the Warriors. But that's how it works. Usually a little faster, usually a little more competitive. But we're bringing the game of the week every Sunday on the Eternal Baseball Podcast. Remember, you can follow us on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, or always at our homepage, eternalbaseball.com. If you see a guy you'd love to see on the roster, or a guy who ain't hitting, who you'd like to see replaced, let us know. Give us a shout. Put it in the comments. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Every bit of that helps us. Hope you had a good time watching the slow bloodletting. That was A's Royals, and we will see you again on the next edition of the Eternal Baseball.
Thanks, everyone.